to Beaver.
Suddenly I feel so elegant.
Could I try them on?
Oh, no, honey, not these. These are Grandma's anniversary pearls.
Suddenly I feel so elegant.
Your mother's pearls are missing.
That's impossible. Pearls don't just disappear. Hi, honey. I'm home.
Hi. Just put the flowers in the vase on the dining room table.
How'd you know I bought flowers?
Because you snapped at me this morning before you left.
Hey, look, I may have some patterns, but I'm not that predictable.
In that case, you probably didn't buy 6 irises, 2 daffodils, and just to show how much you love me, 1 bird of paradise.
Not even close.
Oh, well, I love them anyway.
Hi. So, tough day for the mommy-to-be?
Oh, no. Once I got Kelly off to school, I finished with the laundry and the shopping, and then I shampooed the rug and put dinner in the oven. And then I sat down for 5 minutes to work on that article I'm writing on how to fill your spare time.
Oh, I want to read that when you get finished with it.
Well, sure, if you don't mind waiting a year or two.
Careful, honey.
Kelly! Kelly, get down here!
Wally, she's not home. She's at gymnastics.
Why does she have to park her bike in the house?
Maybe she wants to avoid another one of your responsibility lectures. Oh, honey, it's her first new bike.
Yeah, well, I know this bike means a lot to her, but don't you think chaining it to the living room is a little bit extreme?
Oh, you're one to talk. Remember when you bought your Corvette, you practically wanted to sleep with it.
In it, not with it.
Why, there he is. You know what? Oh, you look great today.
Oh,
okay, Lumpy, you go ahead and tell him.
No, you tell him.
No, you go ahead.
No,
you.
tell him.
Come on, Lumpy, go ahead. No, you.
He's your brother.
No, go ahead. You tell him.
Now, wait a minute. What did you guys do? Hit my car?
Better. What would you say if I told you that you had been named Mayfield Chamber of Commerce Man of the Year?
Me? Man of the Year?
With your name engraved on a plaque at the City Hall snack bar.
Not to mention a year's free dry cleaning at Barney's.
Did you hear that, honey? They've chosen me Man of the Year.
It's wonderful. So proud of you. But I could have sworn we'd just gotten an invitation to go to that awards banquet honoring Phil Davenport as Man of the Year.
Well, actually, Mary Ellen, Phil can't accept the award due to a technicality.
Yeah, technically he's dead. Well, look, Wally, if it makes any difference, we're on the selection committee. And you ran Phil a very close second, even when he was alive.
Come on, guys. I couldn't accept that award. Everybody's coming to honor him.
It's time you took your rightful place in the community.
And it's good for business.
And you're desperate for a replacement.
Exactly. You know, we've only got a couple days.
I tell you what, I'll think about it.
Great. But I have to know now if you want the chicken or the fish.
I'll have whatever Phil ordered. He would have wanted it that way.
Oh, June, they are beautiful. But I just couldn't wear them.
Why not?
Well, because Ward gave them to you for your 25th anniversary. You can't just let anyone wear them.
Mariella, you're not just anyone.
They are wonderful. Maybe tonight at the banquet, people will come up to me and say, "Oh, what lovely pearls." Instead of, "Oh, I know a good diet."
Mom, can we go bike riding with Oliver when he gets here?
Have you cleaned up your room yet?
No. But if I'm out bike riding, it won't get any messier.
Okay, you can clean it up later. But remember, be back in time to dress for the banquet.
Thanks, Mom. Mrs. Cleaver, those pearls make you look almost like a movie star.
Oh, I told you, Mary Ellen. Pearls bring out the best in a woman.
It's amazing. Suddenly I feel so elegant.
Could I try them on?
Oh, no, honey, not these. These are Grandma's anniversary pearls. If anything happened to these, I'd never forgive myself.
Here, let me help you. Here you go.
Mrs. Cleaver, you aren't going to wear those shoes, are you?
No, Peggy, I just thought I'd throw them out at the end of the day. That must be the dry cleaners. Wally's left his tuxedo till the last minute.
Too bad the free dry cleaning doesn't start till tomorrow.
They're gone. Let's try them on. I better not. You heard what my mom said. You know, she said you couldn't wear them. But she didn't say anything about holding them up to your neck. No, I guess she didn't. How do they look? It's hard to tell with the elbows in my face. Here, let me. You know, amazing. Suddenly I feel so elegant. I told you, pearls bring out the best in a woman.
Ellie, Oliver's here.
Just a minute. Peggy, help me. I can't get it. You probably can't tie an apron behind your back either. Hurry up. Hold on quick, Kelly.
Kelly, Oliver's waiting.
We'll be down in a minute. Quick, try and pull it over my head. I can't. Your head is too fast.
What were you two doing up here?
We were trying on each other's clothes.
Oh, isn't that cute? You're wearing Peggy's top, and I'm wearing your grandma's pearls.
And I'm wearing Kip's underpants. But don't tell him. Ollie, are you sure Rudy, the janitor, can get Grandma's pearls off? Sure. He can open anything. He's the one that got me out when I was stuck in the rabbit's cage. What were you doing there in the first place? Freddie Haskell bet me I couldn't fit in with the door closed. I sure showed him. Sure did. Ollie, I gotta stop a second. Peggy's sweatshirt's too hot. Peggy sure took off in a hurry. It's a good thing she remembered she left the bathtub running. Wise up, Ollie. She just wanted to ditch out while the ditching was good. Kelly, the pearls are gone. What? Here they are. Kelly, you are such a lucky dog. Stop those pearls! Come on, let's get him! Kelly, I think I left the bathtub running. Come over here, I don't want to get in trouble. These pearls are never coming out. Unless maybe a bomb fell on them. My days as a kid are over. I can't tell Grandma I lost her anniversary pearls. Pearls are not really lost. Anytime she wants, she can come down here and visit them. However, I'm in enough trouble without her thinking I suddenly got stupid. We gotta think of something. up, I'm gonna get one of those for my room. Look at all these crummy green and red stones. Wow! A gold Mickey Mouse watch. Now that's beautiful.
Children, hands off the glass.
Oh, sorry.
Are you perhaps shopping for an engagement ring?
Heck no. We don't even like each other all the time.
Oh, pity. And then why have you singled me out among all the other merchants in the street?
We want to buy some pearls.
For decorative reasons, or are you disgustingly rich kids who just want to play marbles with them?
No, we want to buy them for our grandma. This is the store where June Cleaver buys her pearls, isn't it?
You are June Cleaver's grandchildren? Well, what kind of pearls did you have in mind, young lady?
Well, do you remember the pearl necklace she got for her 25th wedding anniversary?
Oh, yeah. Well, my wife had her eye on those beauties, but fortunately, Mr. Cleaver had the cash.
Well, we want to get her a necklace just like her old one.
Very wise choice.
And while you're at it, could you throw in one of those Mickey Mouse watches?
And just how do you propose to pay for this?
Oh, we're going to use the easy credit way. Yeah, we got $13 now, and we'll pay the rest off every month.
Children, I don't quite know how to tell you this, but one of those pearls alone costs close to $100. If you want to buy the whole necklace, you will have to give me your allowances for the next 20 years.
Sounds good to me. How about you, Ollie? I think 20 years is a little bit of a long time to be without baseball cards.
I don't think you can afford it.
Although the United States wasn't the first country to put a man in space, we are still the greatest nation in the world. Which is why, although I was not your first choice, I am proud to be standing... Kip, that's really annoying. You're supposed to be helping me with my speech.
I'm sorry. But you better get used to it. Everybody will be eating during your speech tonight.
What do you think? How's it so far?
Oh, it's pretty good. I just wouldn't start off with that joke about the mayor's wife.
Never should have listened to Eddie.
Well, if you need me anymore, I'll be getting dressed. So far, I've only found 2 pieces of my 3-piece suit.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I am proud to be standing before you tonight. And I wish I had a good joke to open with.
Wally, now, I don't want you to panic, but I have something to tell you that might throw you off a little bit tonight.
Phil Davenport's still alive?
Maybe I wish it were that simple. Wally, your mother's pearls are missing.
That's impossible. Pearls don't just disappear.
Oh, no, they're gone. I've looked everywhere. I looked in the drawers, the shelves. I even looked in the toilet tank.
What'd you look in the toilet tank for?
I'm desperate.
All right, don't panic. Just try to think about what you did today.
Well, after your mother left, I hung up my dress, and then I vacuumed the floor. Honey, how do you think your mother will react? Did you ever lose anything that was important to her?
Yeah, but Beaver found his way home eventually.
Wally, if you got an extra set of cufflinks, these staples keep popping out.
Not now, Beaver.
You guys reuse those things?
No, Beaver. Your mother's necklace is missing.
I don't believe it. You lost Mom's anniversary pearls?
I didn't. She did.
Well, thanks a lot for the support, honey.
Hey, don't get excited. I didn't lose the pearls.
Well, I didn't lose them. I must have
If
just
you didn't lose them, what are we going to do
guys?
that
I would never do that.
I know you didn't do
I'll
it.
help you find them.
I know.
Oh. Hi, Mom. Oh, I got dressed a little early, so I thought I'd come down and see if I couldn't figure out why these vacuum bags keep breaking.
That's nice, dear. You always did know how to budget your time. Beaver Lumpy called. He got stuck driving his parents, so he wants you to pick up the ice sculpture.
It's a bust of Phil Davenport. But don't worry. When the mustache melts, it'll look a lot like you. Come on, Mom.
Mary Ellen, you look lovely. I can't wait to see you with the pearls on. What is the matter with you?
Honey, I'm just going to go upstairs and check behind my dresser one more time.
I want to take this opportunity to thank you for naming me Man of the Year. And to beg my mother's forgiveness for losing these pearls.
Dad?
Oh, Kelly, where have you been? You were supposed to be home hours ago.
I'm sorry, Dad. Can I talk to you about something?
Later, honey. It's not a good time right now.
But it's about my new bike.
It's okay, honey. Whatever it is. Don't worry about it. I'll fix it tomorrow.
Can't find them. Wally, I just can't find them. Oh, honey, I'm never going to forgive myself for losing your mother's anniversary pearls.
Honey, you didn't leave the house. Nobody broke in. So I'm sure they'll turn up eventually.
They'd better. I don't think I could ever look her in the eye again. That is, if she'd ever let me in her sight.
Mom, you don't have to worry about that. I know what happened to Grandma's pearls.
You know where they are?
Uh-huh. At the corner of Sheridan and Pine.
Well, let's go get them.
Okay, but you better take a jackhammer. When we got to the bottom of the hill, a steamroller came on and scrunched him into the pavement real good.
Well, that's quite a story.
Kelly, honey, are you sure you're not making any of this up?
Dad, if I were going to make something up, I wouldn't make myself look so stupid.
Yeah, she's got a point.
Well, young lady, what are we going to do with you?
I wouldn't blame you if you grounded me for life.
Well, I don't know what that would accomplish.
Me neither. But I'm willing to try.
Grandma, I never meant for anything bad to happen to your pearls.
Well, of course you didn't.
I just wanted to try them on so bad. They look so beautiful, and they made Mom so happy when you loaned them to her. And when I couldn't get them off, I felt awful because Mom told me not to wear them.
That must have been very hard for you.
Yeah, but not as hard as when they got squashed. Grandma, I know you'll never forgive me or come to my graduation or nothing. But I bought you something anyway. And it's the best I could do before I become a lawyer or an astronaut.
What?
The man in the jewelry store said it's the same kind as your necklace.
It's beautiful.
Kelly, where did you get the money to buy that pearl?
I sold my bike to Melissa Hensler.
Uh-oh.
Well, but honey, that was your birthday present. The bike was expensive.
I used that line on Melissa, but she still wouldn't cough up any more money. Grandma, I'll work the rest of my life and get you another pearl every year until you have your whole necklace back.
Oh, Kelly, I appreciate that. But you don't have to give me anything more than you have already.
I don't?
She doesn't?
No. I just wish you'd told me sooner. You see, the pearls you lost were imitation.
Wait a minute. Dad gave you fakes?
Well, no, the real ones are in a safety deposit box. You see, I had them copied. I wanted to enjoy them without having to worry about losing them or having them stolen. But this is a real one, and I'll treasure it always.
Oh, Grandma, I felt so bad.
Oh, darling. I know. Hey, you better get ready. You know we're going to be late for your father's big night.
Come on, let's get in the tub.
Mom, I still feel a little funny about this. I mean, isn't she getting off just a little bit easy? She still did something wrong.
Oh, Wally, she knows that. And what she went through to get me this pearl taught her more than any punishment you could ever think of. She's a very special girl.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to tell you a very funny story about my wife, my daughter, and my mother.
How about that, Mom? What a lucky break those pearls be an imitation.
No, Beaver. They weren't.
Funny guy Ron Oliver brings you the latest news, shaking down the nation for strange new things and rattling celebrity cages on The Ron Oliver Show, Sunday nights at 9, here on YTV.
Hey, Quinn, Beaver.
There are going to be a lot of changes when you go to Mayfield High.
The teachers are all out to flunk you. Because if they don't meet their quota, they don't get paid.
I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Yeah, I'll miss you too. Excuse me, young lady.
Morning, Grandma. Oh, boy, pancakes.
Good morning. Where's Kip?
He's still combing his hair. But he won't be down for a while. He was just changing hands when I left.
I woke up and he was washing his shoelaces. To think just a couple of years ago we had to hold him down to scrub his neck.
I think it's sweet that he wants to look nice for his first day of high school.
Dad, when I'm Kip's age, is it okay if I dress like a pig as long as I get good grades?
Sure. Einstein was no snappy dresser.
Morning, everybody.
Well, don't you look nice?
Oh, this? I just grabbed the first thing I found in the drawer.
Come on, sit down. Breakfast is all ready.
Oh, Grandma, I'd better not eat. I got first period gym, and I may have to hang upside down from the rings.
If you're going to hang upside down, how come you spend so much time combing your hair?
Maybe Kip wants to make a good first impression.
Why is he wearing that shirt?
Oliver, you'll understand when you get to high school.
There are going to be a lot of changes when you go to Mayfield High. A different teacher for every class. A lot more students.
And they even have a coach who isn't somebody's father. Which reminds me, Dad, I need you to sign this permission form so I can try out for soccer.
My pleasure.
With your talent, I'm surprised they're even making you try out. I'm sure it's just a formality.
Oh, Grandma, there's a lot more competition there. I'll be lucky if I make the starting team.
I'm just proud you're trying out. When I first went to high school, I had trouble just keeping track of my class schedule.
I finally had to sew it inside his cap.
Mama, what's taking Dad so long up there? It's already 7:42. I can't be late.
Now, honey, you have half an hour. It's only your first day of school, not the raid on Entebbe.
You don't understand. If I'm there late, I'll have to sit next to Tammy Burns, the drooler.
Oh, yes, I remember your birthday party.
Really, honey, remember when I told you that I couldn't shave any faster? I was right. Mary Ellen, can I borrow your car keys?
Am I blocking you?
No, we're trading cars. Lumpy's car was stolen again. I gotta pick up JJ.
Well, honey, I can't drive your Corvette.
Well, sure you can. I added your name to the insurance this year.
Mom, do I look like I'm in any condition to drive a sports car?
But the Corvette doesn't have a back seat. Where's JJ gonna sit?
Tired of the hood. Just get me to school.
Oh, Kelly, please. Can't you just switch cars with Beaver?
The way he drives?
Okay, Wally. No problem. Take my car. I'll hitchhike. Shouldn't take too long for an expectant woman to get a ride.
Look, Mary Ellen, it's not my fault the vet only comes with 2 seats.
Well, maybe it's time you got rid of that expensive toy and bought something more practical, huh?
Forget it. I'll switch with Mom. At least she doesn't ride the clutch like Beaver does.
Sitting next to the drooler won't be so bad. I'll just wear a raincoat every day.
Sir, we've yet to make any arrangements regarding lunch money.
Don't worry, son. A client's taking me out.
I'm relieved, sir.
Freddie, when was the last time we had an earthquake around here?
I believe the last seismic tremor of any consequence struck in 1896.
Yeah, then we don't need this beam.
Must be Kip. Hey, Freddie, you ready to go? I got my class list, my gym clothes, and my comb. Well, I guess that's everything.
Not quite. If memory serves me well, I wouldn't go into that building without some life insurance.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Haskell? Kip, perhaps we should get there early so we can start memorizing the school song.
Not a chance, Lance. You'll see. High school is a pits.
Come on. Can't be that bad.
It was the worst time of my life. And that's saying something. You see, the teachers are all out to flunk you. Because if they don't meet their quota, they don't get paid. And if the homework don't break you, just wait till the big kids start picking on you. And judging by the looks of you two, that shouldn't take too long.
Sir, your sense of humor is refreshing as usual. And I'll remember this moment when the day begins to lag.
You won't be laughing when you find out the girls won't even look at you. Take it from me, you'll be lucky if they spit on you. Oh, well, just remember, it only lasts 4 years. Now go make me proud.
Suddenly, I wish I was Dennis Kowalski.
The guy who got left back?
Exactly.
Come on, snap out of it, guy. This is a great place. If you get a permission slip, they let you go off campus for lunch.
Hey, that sounds pretty good.
And look how tall the drinking fountains are. And they have payphones, so you can make crank calls between classes. I'm telling you, this place could be paradise.
Maybe so.
Maybe so. Hey, you know what, Freddie? I think we're starting to fit in.
Sure.
I'm telling you, there's nothing to it. We're gonna be okay here.
As long as we stick together.
Sure, Sam. We're a team. Yeah.
Well, here it is, in 114, our homeroom. No, we're in 132. I guess they gave us different homerooms.
Well, that's not fair.
How could they do that to us? Well, obviously they assign homerooms by good looks. And you didn't make the cut. No, don't worry. I'm sure we have some classes together. Just one. History. What a shame. I already planned to ditch that one most of the year. I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Yeah, I'll miss you too. Excuse me, young lady. Allow me to examine your desk so you won't be frightened by any offensive graffiti.
Lunch patrol. Gotta inspect all food coming into this school.
Hey, give it back.
Sorry, it's for your own protection. You don't want to cause an epidemic. Uh-oh. What's this? 2 tuna and chocolate chip cookies. I better get this stuff right to the lab.
Oh, come on, guys. Lay off.
Hey, we'd like to, but you got some illegal stuff there, fella. We'll probably let you off easy and not report you this time. Hey, you bring your lunch to school every day?
Yeah?
Good. We'll see you tomorrow. Catch you later.
Sorry. Oh, Tracy, it's you.
Hi, Kip.
Am I glad to see your friendly face.
I almost didn't recognize you. You've grown so much since June.
Oh, yeah. I can see everything in back of the freezer now.
Well, I got your letters from camp. Did you finally end up swimming across the lake?
Well, I would have. But on my last day, I had to stop and rescue these guys in an overturned canoe.
Oh, wow.
Let's see, I got fourth period lunch. How about you?
Yeah, me too.
Maybe you and I could, tomorrow.
Ah! Ronnie!
Tracy, you look great. I haven't seen you since your brother's pool party.
Yeah, that was some great party. My dad almost had to resign from the force.
Come on. Let me give you a guided tour around our campus. Who's that guy?
Oh, nobody.
Look at this station wagon. It seats 9 people.
Great. I can take the Detroit Tigers out for dinner.
I'd settle for you being able to take Kelly and a friend to a junior chipmunk meeting.
Listen, honey, I'm trying to keep an open mind about this whole thing, but look at those cars. So boring, square. Look, there's even one that's called the Box. Something with style, flair, excitement.
I know. You prefer a car that seats 2, can't start half the time, can't drive in the rain, and gets 7 miles to the gallon.
12 on the highway.
I know you love that car. I love it, too. But our lives have changed. It just doesn't fit our needs anymore.
Well, I suppose I could pick up a moderately priced sedan with 4 doors, air conditioning, and a clock that works.
Really?
Sure. I'll just keep the vet for weekends and occasional rallies.
It's just simple mathematics. We can't afford 3 cars, 2 kids, and 1 house.
How attached are you to Kelly? Honey, that was a joke. Remember those? Of course I'm being silly. Of course my family means more to me than a hunk of metal on wheels. But maybe we should wait till next year's models come out.
Come on, son. That's enough studying. I want you to get a good night's sleep. Soccer tryouts are tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm sort of losing my fascination with the Fertile Crescent of Mesopotamia anyway.
Your grandmother said that you stopped by your old school again today.
Well, I wanted to walk Oliver home. I think he's having a tough time without me around.
Well, that's nice of you, son, but he's a pretty tough little fella. I think maybe you ought to concentrate on your new school. Are you making any friends?
Well, sure. In two guys who could hardly wait to have lunch with me tomorrow.
Great, son. But now you better hit the sack. I want you to show them what you're made of tomorrow at tryouts.
Okay, Dad.
¿Qué pasa, Pele?
Oh, nothing much, Freddie.
Hey, want to try out for soccer with me? No time for that sweaty kid stuff. I'm on my way to computer club. We tied into the computer at Mayfield Savings and found out how much everybody has in the bank. You better make something of yourself, Kip, because there ain't much of an inheritance coming your way.
Hi, Dad. I waxed your windshield, and I did little circles, just like you said.
Hey, honey, how did you reach the windshield?
Oh, it was easy. I stood on the hood.
Well, you do good work, honey, but, I'll tell you what we really need.
You want me to wax the seat?
No, I was thinking more like maybe some ice-cold lemonade.
Oh, I get it. I didn't do a good job.
Oh, honey, you did a perfect job. It's just that, I feel a little nervous about letting a perfect stranger test drive my car.
Oh, I understand, Dad. I felt the same way the night JJ slept over and she borrowed my toothbrush.
What am I worried about? But nobody even sees the ad.
Hey, Cleaver. Saw your ad. How come you're selling your car? You need some cash to bribe a judge?
Look at Eddie, I'm not in a very good mood right now.
Yeah, that was a cheap shot. It's not my fault you're afraid to stand up to your wife.
Look, I've got a growing family. This car just isn't practical anymore.
Well, where's your sense of priorities? If you sell a bet, how are we going to cruise Main Street on Thursday nights?
Eddie, we haven't cruised Main Street in 20 years.
And now, thanks to you, we'll never be able to again.
Look, you think this is easy for me? Remember when those 62s first came out? You, me, and the lump rushed down to the showroom and sat in one?
Yeah. I still got the gear shift knob.
It was the most beautiful car I'd ever seen in my whole life. Right then and there, I swore that I'd own one. But times have changed, Eddie. We're different people now.
Yeah, I'll say. In the old days, you'd never let chicks push you around.
All right, look, Eddie, why don't you just get out of here before I do something I'm going to regret?
Hey, temper. Is that any way to treat a customer?
You?
Sure. You swing a deal. You give me the car. I'll throw on some dual carbs, bolt on some slicks, and head for the drag strip. 2 weeks, I'll have your dough.
All right, Eddie, get out of there. I'm not selling my car to you or anybody else.
Hey, all right. I know when I'm not wanted. At least I know enough not to wax a windshield.
Daddy, there's some guy here who says he wants to buy your car.
Did your mother see him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, I guess we better go talk to him then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
There's a kid out there and he's serious. He wants to buy my car. What'll I do?
Well, if you pretend like you don't want to sell it, you can drive the price up.
But I don't want to sell it.
Hey, that's very convincing. Keep that up and you'll make a killing.
Beaver, I don't want to make a killing. I just want to keep my car.
Yeah, and I want Oliver to chew his food before he swallows it. That's life.
Beaver, you don't understand. When I was in high school, I had two dreams. One was to own a Corvette, and the other was to marry a beautiful blonde. Now the beautiful blonde wants me to sell the Corvette.
You can forget about dreams. When the new baby comes, you won't even have time to sleep.
Look at that guy out there, sitting in my car. Huh. I bet he couldn't be older than 25 years old. Well, you know, there's only one way a kid like that gets that kind of money, and I am not going to be party to it.
Wally, You and I are brothers, and we can say things in an honest and sensitive way that other people couldn't even express to one another. You're acting like a real baby.
I am not.
Or two.
I am not. Okay, so I have a boyish quality. Isn't that what people like about Johnny Carson?
As I remember, Mr. Carson has been married several times.
Dad, Grandma, where do you see Kip?
Kip! What happened?
Kip, are you all right?
What's the matter?
It's nothing. I guess I was in such a hurry to get to soccer trials. I tripped coming down the stairs. Pretty stupid, huh?
No! Really stupid.
Oh, go get an ice bag, will you?
Okay. But promise to call me if he starts passing out.
I'll be the first to know.
Come on, let's get the weight off that ankle.
Thanks.
Let's sit down over here and get your leg up. Be careful with this foot now.
I'm going to call Dr. Harris.
No, I'll be okay in a couple of weeks. It just means I can't go out for soccer, that's all.
We don't take any chances with things like this.
Oh, Grandma, don't bother Dr. Harris. He's probably right in the middle of transplanting some livers or something.
Kip, I know you don't like to go to the doctor, but if you don't get this checked, it might get worse.
You might end up missing the whole season.
But it's beginning to feel better already, really.
Come on, Kip, you want it to heal properly, don't you?
This is June Cleaver calling. Could I speak to Dr. Harris, please?
Okay, fine. I made the whole thing up. See? My leg's fine.
Dr. Harris? I was just calling to tell you how beautifully my wrist healed. Yes, I know it was 7 years ago, but I did want to thank you again. Bye. I suppose you have an explanation for this.
Sorta.
Well, son?
Oh, you want to hear it too?
Kip.
Well, you see, I got to the gym, and I was ready to go in. You wouldn't understand.
Try us.
I don't even understand. I guess I'm just not good enough for the team.
How would you know if you didn't even try out?
It's the same with everything in high school. The older kids get to do everything. We're just there to make them feel like big shots. Boy, I wish I was back at Grand Avenue.
Grand Avenue? First day you went there, I practically had to drag you into the classroom. All you wanted was to go back to your old school.
But after the first couple of weeks, you were having the time of your life.
Kip, it's only natural to want to hang on to the things that make you feel secure. But, like your father just reminded me, there comes a time in your life when you have to grow up. Gotta let go of the past and move on to new challenges, whether it's trying to fit into a bigger school or a bigger car.
What if I don't make it?
Then you're no worse off than you are now. But if you do make it, you'll really have accomplished something. Come on, what do you say, son?
Well, if I hurry, I bet you I could be there before tryouts are over.
Hey, that's great. I'll take you. I've got some great excuses for being late.
Hey, wait a second. You don't want to forget these.
Thanks, Uncle Wally. Hi, Marianne.
Wally, I've stalled that kid with lemonade, pretzels, and cookies. Now, are you going to show him the car, or am I going to set another place at the dinner table?
I'm ready, Mary Ellen. It's time for me to get rid of that gas guzzler and get something else. So, what do you think's a fair asking price? 50, 60,000?
Another joke, right?
Would you trust the word of an angel who has heavenly eyes for your wife? Cary Grant, David Niven, and Loretta Young star in The Bishop's Wife, Sunday at 2 on YTV at the movies.
Leave it to Beaver.
Balloons are dumb things kids have at their birthday parties. These are scientific instruments.
I don't care how many you had. They couldn't even get anybody off the ground. Ray, do something!
Okay, jump!
Ray, Freddie Haskell, you rat! To Rodani Batu, care of Pen Pals International, United Nations Plaza, New York, New York. Dear Pen Pal Rodani, I'm glad you got the Frisbee I sent you for your birthday. I think it's really neat you taught your hippo to catch it in his teeth. Yes, I'll send you another one. Rodani, do they have anything in your country called being grounded? It's where you do something so stupid, your parents won't let you out of the hut because they're afraid you'll embarrass them. Well, if they don't have it, don't tell them about it. And if they do, don't do anything like I did. It all started when my brother Kip and his rat of a friend, Freddie Haskell, were doing a project for the science fair.
Well, in a matter of moments, our hard work will come to fruition. I've written down our phone numbers and our addresses. Is there anything else that people who find these weather balloons should know? Yeah, tell them it's customary to send a donation to help finance future research. Here. Hey, wait a second. Let's paint a gruesome face on it. With any luck, it'll pass by a retirement home. Come on, let her rip. Right. A bee! A bee! Get away from me! Bee! Bee! Get away! Get away! You probably thought I was scared of that bee. Not at all. I just thought you'd taken some sudden interest in folk dancing. Well, here goes. Look out, the bee's back! I'm kidding. There's no bee.
I found it, Mom. See? Told you all that stuff was in the attic.
It was in the basement.
Oh, well, I knew it was in some dark, dusty place. I still think you should hire a professional painter.
Are you kidding, those pirates? You know how much they want to paint one room? More than it costs to build it.
Well, just be careful. Remember what happened when you painted that birdhouse.
Yeah, I never thought a blue jay could knock over a ladder.
Oh, hi, Grandma. Oliver just showed up. I want to see if you were in a good mood.
Why?
You better see for yourself.
Oh, don't touch him, honey.
Remember those plants in your neighborhood that eat people? Well, we got something worse called poison ivy. You get to live, but it ain't worth it. It itches, it itches.
Well, it wouldn't itch if you hadn't gone to Milligan's Ravine.
I didn't go to the ravine. We went to a 3D movie. It was an adventure story, and the hero fell into a forest with poison ivy. The 3D was so realistic that it jumped out at us, and we all got poison ivy. I have a good imagination.
Mm-hmm.
See that? Told you.
Oliver.
What happened?
Well,
Tell your father the truth.
even the stupid parts.
Especially.
Well, you see, Duffy and I sort of went down to Milligan's Ravine to look for arrowheads.
Oliver, that's dangerous.
No, it isn't. The Indians left a long time ago.
Didn't you see the sign that said, warning, poison ivy?
But I didn't touch the sign. Honest.
Oliver, you know better than to play in poison ivy.
But Duffy dared me.
And you didn't give it a single thought.
Well, of course not. That's what dares are for.
Real smart.
I wouldn't talk, and my first weather balloon only went 20 feet.
Well, at least my face doesn't look like a pepperoni pizza.
Kip, I'm sure you have better things to do than to call your brother names.
Not really.
Come on, darling. I think the best thing to do is get you in bed.
But I can't go to bed now. I told Duffy I'd go back with him to the ravine and help him look for his brother.
You're not going anyplace for the next few days. Poison ivy can be contagious.
Other people can catch it just by touching you.
You're not going to leave this house until the doctor says it's okay. And while you're up here, you can think about why you get talked into doing such stupid things.
I know why I do such stupid things. It's because I don't want to look like I'm chicken.
Oh, no, you'd rather look like a pepperoni pizza.
Yeah.
Ollie, calling you a pizza.
Yeah, and I'm sorry I made fun of your weather balloons. Want a shake?
Forget it.
You get some rest, sweetheart. Keep your hands off your rashes.
I said don't scratch.
Boy, Rodani, talk about bad breaks. I was stuck in the house for 3 whole days. You don't know how lucky you are. You don't have to watch daytime TV. I thought I'd go crazy. The only good part is I learned how to play chess and juggle real good. The doctor said I wasn't supposed to go out for another day. But sometimes a guy just can't help himself. Like that time your medicine man told you to leave the leeches on for 3 days and you didn't.
You just go pick up the pizza. I'll be right back. Stay out of the house. Huh, Freddie? Hey, sport. Your skin's cleared up. Too bad. I wanted to play connect the dots on your face. It's still quarantined, huh?
No! I just can't leave the house.
You are an amusing rube.
Well, if you're so smart, how come you've got nothing better to do than blowing up balloons?
Balloons? Balloons are dumb things kids have at their birthday parties. These are scientific instruments. If you had enough of these, you could send a guy to the moon.
The moon. I don't care how many you had. They couldn't even get anybody off the ground.
Yeah? I'll bet you $1 they can.
You're on.
Great. Well, I'll hook some of these babies to a chair, and then I'll collect my money.
So how's the moon, huh, Betty? I told you couldn't lift anybody.
Hey, I weigh a good 20 handsome pounds more than you. Come on, hop on.
No way.
Well, then you owe me $1.
How come?
Because you and I both know these balloons will lift you.
Would not.
Well, then you have nothing to be scared of.
I already ain't scared of nothing.
Then sit in a chair. I dare you.
Forget it.
I double dare you. Chicken, chicken. Bark, 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 bark. You're a chicken.
All right, I'll show you who's chicken.
See? I told you it'd work.
What are you doing?
Keep your shirt on. I gotcha.
Betty, come on, stop it. Where are you going?
I'm taking you over to my house. My dad's been bugging me to clean out the rain gutters.
Come on, Freddie, get me down.
Well, all right. But you got no sense of humor. A bee! A bee!
Freddie, Freddie! Freddie, get me down!
Stop horsing around, kid!
Quick, grab the rope! Help! 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 Freddie, do something!
Okay. Jump!
Freddie, Freddie, get me down! Help! Help!
You owe me $1.
Help! Help! Freddie Haskell, you rat! I was so scared falling over my house in a beach chair. Me, the guy who's afraid to sleep on top of a bunk bed. Help! 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 Kelly! Kelly! I can't talk right now, Oliver. I've got to clean up my room before my mom... Oliver, you get down from there. I can't. Quick, throw me a rope or something. Kelly, hurry! Hurry! Here, catch! You're supposed to hold on from the other end! Well, you don't have to get so mad at me. Okay, quick, let's go get some help. Right, okay, stay right there.
Oh, Mr. Beaver, I apologize for this intrusion, but our science project has taken a nasty turn. Well, I need your help.
Well, couldn't it wait until I'm done here?
Well, that depends on how many coats you're planning to paint.
Dad! Oliver's sitting in a chair, and he's got a bunch of balloons attached to it, and he's flying.
Oh, come on, honey. A bunch of balloons couldn't lift anybody off the ground.
You want to bet $1? I tried to talk him out of it, but the little flyboy overpowered me.
See?
Ollie, what do you think you're doing up there? Get out of that chair right now! No, don't!
Uncle Wally, help me!
Hey, look, don't worry, Ollie. Whatever you do, don't look down. Freddie, go call somebody, quick.
10-4. Oh, and don't worry, sir. Statistically speaking, flying is far safer than driving.
Thanks, Freddie. Just call somebody, will you? Come on, honey. Let's follow him in the car.
I was so nervous. I swore if I ever got down, I'd never let nobody talk me into doing nothing. Never, ever again. If I lived.
All right, buddy. This is a stick-up. Give me your money.
Grow up, will you, Eddie?
Hey, how'd you know it's me?
It's the third time this month you've done it.
Yeah, but the first 2 times you gave me your wallet. Gee, $20. Buying a new suit, Beaver?
There he is. See? After a while, I started making up games to keep myself from being so scared. Lieutenant Cleaver to Captain Kirk. Klingon ship spotted on sensor screen. Locked photon torpedoes on target. Photon torpedoes locked. Brace shields. Red alert. Captain, we're under attack. I'm losing your signals. Fire both banks at my command. Fire 1. Fire 2. Help! Help!
Eddie, I didn't know you banged here.
I don't. My wife does. Yeah, it took me a while, but I finally found out where she hides the card. So what do you say, Beef? We'll go to the arcade, play a little air hockey. Good game for you. You don't have to move around much.
Well, thanks for the lovely invitation, Eddie. But I'm on my way to Miss Tarr's retirement ceremony. Want to come?
Nah, I'm not going anywhere near that place. I still haven't taken my final. Hey, will you look at that? Some snail brain thinks he's a flying nun.
That's Oliver.
I was right.
Hi, Dad.
Come on, Beef, hop in my truck. You drive like an old lady.
Bye, Dad. See you at dinner. I hope.
Aw, Freddie, you did it. You did. Go away. Shoot. Go.
Ever since that day in 1942, when Miss Tarr started teaching her first typing class, she made accomplished typists out of 6,428 students who would otherwise have gone through life as hunters and peckers. Miss Tarr, we thank you with a capital T.
Oh, Councilwoman Cleaver, this is a great honor. Why, in all my years of teaching, I never expected to see a boy flying in a lawn chair.
That's my grandson. And I'm sorry, I snuck out of my room and was fishing at the pond. And I'm sorry, I put tadpoles in Bobby Dylan's sandwich. And I'll never drink out of the milk carton again. And I promise anything else you want me to promise? Oliver! Look out for the tree! Oliver, turn right! You're blowing towards the ravine!
Help's on the way.
slower than I do.
Hey, they're sure putting up Christmas decorations early this year.
Shut up, Eddie. Hang on, son. Excuse me. Don't worry, son. We'll get you down.
I didn't do this on purpose, Dad. When you hear how it happened, you're gonna laugh. Really?
Like father, like son.
Hey, let's hear it for the fire truck.
Way to go, Ollie.
Oliver, what are you doing under there?
I figured if I went to sleep, when I woke up, I would have dreamt all this. Go ahead, Dad. Let her rip.
I'm not going to yell at you.
Gee, thanks.
No, but we are going to have a long conversation about how you keep letting people talk you into things that you know are wrong.
I'd rather get yelled at.
Well, afraid you're out of luck.
But, Dad, aren't you supposed to do stupid things when you're a kid so you don't do them when you're grown up?
Sure. Stupid things like forgetting to clean your room or maybe eating too much candy before you go to bed or tying a girl's ponytail to the back of her chair.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'll have to try that sometime.
But not stupid things where you can get hurt. You know, you really gave us quite a scare.
But, Dad, he double dared me.
Oliver, that's no excuse.
I thought you might be hungry.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
It's for Oliver.
Oh, right.
Oliver. Oh, Oliver.
Dad, I know I did wrong. But there's just a time that a guy's got to prove to another guy that he's not yellow. You remember what it's like, don't you, Dad?
Yeah, I sure do. But I also remember something that my father used to tell me when I got in those kind of jams. He used to say, as you go through life, don't try to prove yourself, try to improve yourself.
Wow. What's that mean?
Well, it means if you work hard and always try to be the best person that you can be, that other people will know it, and they'll never ask you to prove it.
I think I understand now.
Well, that's good, Oliver, but I'm afraid I'm still going to have to ground you for 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
And Oliver, when I say grounded, I mean 1 foot touching the earth at all times.
In your own home than flying over some Russian missile base. But real soon, your Kumbata Kamala, Oliver Cleaver, USA.
Oh, it's you.
Ah, good afternoon, Cleavers. Well, I can fully understand you're not receiving us with the fanfare that our visit normally warrants. But I think what Frederick has to say will ease the tension between our clans. All right, son, spit it out.
Oliver, I'm sorry for what I did. It was real dangerous, and I shouldn't have taken advantage of your stupendous innocence.
Well, I guess I accept your apology. As long as you promise never to do it again.
Well, I can't promise, but the odds are astronomical against the same set of circumstances ever arising a second time.
Better take it, son. It's more than you usually get from a Haskell.
Okay. But I'm not never going to listen to you again. No matter how much I want to.
You see, son, that wasn't so hard.
And just to demonstrate my sincerity, you don't have to pay the dollar you bet me.
Son, you mean to tell me you had $1 riding on this?
Yes, sir.
Haven't I taught you anything at all? When you have a sure thing, you bet the limit.
Bye. Now start walking. I don't even want you in my truck.
Join the Boswell brood for hilarious family roustabouts as Nellie and her 5 grown-up children take Liverpool by storm. On Bread, each Friday night at 10, here on YTV.
Hey, Beaver. Beaver is going out with Violet Rutherford?
Oh, Teddy.
Beaver is my partner and my friend, and I am not going to stand here and watch you boss him around.
What are you going to do about it, Lumpy?
I'll play golf.
Oh, thanks, Grandma. How is it that in the middle of a drought, the newsboy delivers us a wet paper?
Oh, that's because he lets his dog carry it in his mouth.
I really wish you hadn't told me that. Oh, there's nothing like a big Sunday paper.
Oh, you said it.
There's so much to choose from.
I got dibs on comics.
And I want the business and the editorial section. Where's the front page?
I got it, Dad.
Well, Kip, I'm certainly happy to see that you're finally taking an interest in the problems of the world.
Oh, no, Dad. See, Freddie Haskell told me that there's a mistake on the front page that makes a dirty word.
Oh, yeah? Where?
I'll take that.
Want ads? Want ads? Want ads? Travel section. On a round-the-world cruise that leaves on Tuesday. Too bad. I got a dental appointment.
Hey, look, the musical Grease is in town. You know, I ought to take you boys just so you'll see what life was like when I was a kid.
Thanks anyways, Dad. But I hate those musicals where people start singing when they just want a sandwich.
I understand. Kip and I'll go.
Sorry, Dad. I already have tickets. I'm taking Lynn. Hey, she hasn't given me the money for her ticket yet.
I guess it's just you and me, Mom.
Oh, Beaver, I'd love to go, but I already have a date to go with Ray.
Oh. I better not find out you've got a date.
Oh, no, not me, Dad. Although Molly Sullivan has been giving me the eye in the cloakroom lately.
Oh, hi, Ollie.
Hi, Uncle Wally.
Hi, Mom.
Wally, just the person to go see Grease with me.
Yeah, that's exactly what Mary Ellen said to me. We're going on Thursday. Well, I guess I could pick up an extra ticket.
Hey, that'd be great.
Although who knows where you'd end up sitting.
Maybe I'll just go rent the video cassette.
Beaver, you don't have to stay home. You could get a date.
Mom, are we going to start that again? I'm a single father, and I'm starting my own business. I just don't have time for a relationship.
Hey, why don't you go out on a date first? Then worry about a relationship.
And I know the perfect girl, Mrs. Rapkin's daughter, Hazel. Her mother tells me she has a wonderful personality.
Mom, Hazel Rapkin's a fruitcake. She has several wonderful personalities. my own date for Greece. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Hey, Mom. Does this say what I think it says?
My goodness.
Oh, Mr. Cleaver, I've got a workman putting a refrigerator in the office across the hall. Is there anything you need?
Oh, well, I'd like a refrigerator, too.
Fine. They're only about $700.
Bobby, wait a minute. Come to think of it, I don't really need... I've got this, thermos, and, you know, it's a dandy. It keeps things real cold.
I've got one just like it. Keeps things pretty hot.
I wonder how they know which is which.
Are so funny. It's always nice to see you.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, I was kind of wondering...
Here's your water, Mr. Cleaver.
Oh.
Hi, Bobby.
Hi, John.
Oh, you know, somebody gave me 2 tickets to see Greece tonight. You want to go?
Sure, John.
I'll pick you up at 7.
Make it 6. I'll fix you dinner.
All right.
Now, what were you wondering?
Oh. Well, next month, the first falls on a Sunday. Do you want the rent on Friday or Monday?
It doesn't matter. I'm easy. Bye.
Hey, Beef. Hey, Beef. Turn that frown upside down, little buddy. I got just the thing to cheer you up.
They finally found your car.
Yeah, but I've got tickets to Greece.
Forget it. I hate those musicals where people start singing when they just want a sandwich.
That's too bad, because my sister's going to be real disappointed.
Violet? She'd like to go out with me?
Yeah, I guess she'd be a refreshing change after dating all those New York hotshots.
Well, don't be such a wise guy, Clarence. You know, we always liked each other. Violet Rutherford. I haven't been out with her since the prom. Boy, that was really some night.
Beaver is going out with Violet Rutherford? What she did to him at the prom?
But I always thought they liked each other.
Oh, yeah. 10 minutes after she got there, she dumped him for some guy with bleached blonde hair who drove a Woody.
So that's why Beaver came home early and broke all these Beach Boys records.
Gee, you'd think he'd have learned his lesson.
No, where Violet was concerned, he always did have a blind spot.
Well, people change.
Not the Rutherfords. She always took advantage of him. You know, when they used to go ice skating, she would make him go out on the pond and jump up and down first.
Well, she may not be the perfect match for Beaver, but it'll be good for him to go out on a date. Wouldn't kill him to do a little ice skating, either.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Violet and Letitia are in the car. You ready?
Oh, I'll get my purse.
All right.
How do I look, Clarence?
Too late to do anything about it now.
You look fine, Teddy.
I couldn't wait.
Oh, Violet.
Oh, Teddy.
Violet, you remember Mary Ellen, don't you?
Of course. You were always the cutest couple in school.
Third honk. If we don't leave right now, she's going to drive away, just like she did after our wedding.
You really have a lovely place here. Oh, thank you. It just proves that if you have a little imagination, you don't need a lot of money. Oh, is that your cologne, Teddy?
Yes, it's endangered species.
I guess we can drive with the windows open.
And where have you been, young man?
Yeah, we have school tomorrow. Do you expect us to wait up till all hours of the night?
I guess I lost track of the time.
Well, you could have called, you know. How'd it go?
Terrific.
Great.
Way to go, Dad.
See you tomorrow.
Good night, boys.
Good night.
Beaver, I didn't hear you come in.
got my own key now, Mom.
Oh, well, don't mind me. I was just making some tea.
Oh, well, then I guess you don't want to report.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
She's really something, Mom.
She's the one I love. Wally, you were right. I'm worried about the Beaver.
To cancel your appointment this morning. Emergency surgery. Whoops. Here comes the anesthesiologist now. Wish me luck.
Hi, Clarence. Any calls?
Yeah, Indiana Jones, he wants his suit back.
I'll have you know your sister picked this out. She has a wonderful eye for fashion. You should take some of her advice.
Oh, I can't. You're already taking all of it.
Knock, knock, knock.
Violet, what a lovely surprise.
Well, we've been going out for 3 weeks. I thought it was time I saw the inside of this place. Just as I thought.
What are you doing?
I'm measuring for new draperies, of course.
What new draperies?
Oh, well, it's hardly my decision. It is your office. You make the choice. Executive stripe or dusty rose.
You know, Clarence, we're a young company, and image is very important. I think new draperies would be great.
You have such a level head on your shoulders, Teddy.
I don't see why we need new draperies.
Oh, would you be kind enough to get me some coffee? Oh, it's not fresh, huh? Would it be too much trouble? Never mind.
Oh, no, it's no trouble. Oh, I have to put these in the mail anyway.
Well, you sure got the Beaver hopping.
Yes. He spoils me. You know, I thought I'd miss all the excitement of New York, but Mayfield does have its advantages. Lucky I decided to move back.
Yes, it sure was lucky that your old boyfriend dumped you and then fired you from your job.
That's the last time I'll work for my boyfriend.
Although, you don't seem to mind having your boyfriend work for you.
Oh, Teddy just likes to do little things for me. Oh, he's so sweet. Besides, he needs me. Did you see the way he used to dress?
Yeah. He looked fine. Now he looks like a hairdresser. Violet, Beaver is my partner and my friend. And I am not going to stand here and watch you boss him around.
What are you going to do about it, Lumpy?
I'm going to go play golf.
Think he's asleep? Yeah, he's too old to be faking.
I hate to wake him. This is pretty important.
I know. I'll go home and call here and let it ring until he picks it up.
It won't work. I unplugged the phone.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll go outside and ring the door. Oh, hi, Wally. Did you have a nice nap? We didn't wake you, did we?
Don't worry. As people get older, they require less sleep.
So, what's the big emergency, guys?
Well, we don't mean to be disrespectful or anything, but it's about our dad, Violet Rutherford. See, well,
He's turning into the kind of guy that we don't let sit at our lunch table.
it's really getting serious. He's bringing her over for dinner tonight.
Oh, that is serious. Hey, look, guys, your dad's old enough to make his own choices. After all, he doesn't tell you who to be friends with.
You do. You won't let me play with Michelle.
The amateur barber?
She did get rid of my split ends.
You gotta help us, Uncle Wally, and fast. She's really getting her hooks into Dad.
The next thing you know, she'll be horning in on her trip to Shadow Lake.
Now, wait a second, fellas. This is your dad's business, and you have no right interfering. The only advice I can give you is to be on your very best behavior tonight.
All right.
Kelly, if you need me, I'll be out in the hammock.
We're on our best behavior tonight. Dad'll think we've cracked up or something.
Yeah. He would, wouldn't he? Hi, Teddy.
Violet, you look divine.
Oh, Teddy, you're so observant.
Mom, look who's here.
Violet. Oh, Mrs. Cleaver, you look exactly the same as when I last saw you.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's obvious you're not a slave to fashion.
Appetizer?
Oh, no, thank you. Teddy and I are trying to avoid heavily salted foods.
Oh, yeah, Mom. Salt's one of the leading causes of high blood pressure.
I know another one.
Aren't the boys joining us?
We sure are, Miss Rutherford.
I'm so sorry we weren't here to greet you, Miss Rutherford.
What a lovely outfit. Didn't I see it in Vogue magazine?
Why, Teddy, what lovely manners your boys have after all. Quite the change from the restaurant the other day when they had straws in their noses.
Please excuse that lapse. Too much sugar in our diet brings out the worst in us.
Appetizers, boys?
No thanks, Grandma. We're trying to watch our salt intake.
I really don't use that much salt.
I just love what you did with the lamb. Last year when I went whitewater rafting in Alaska, I had something like it out of a can.
Alaska? You've been to Alaska?
Why, certainly. I believe travel broadens the mind.
Oh, me too. That's why we're going to Shadow Lake to fatten our brains.
Shadow Lake? We used to go there.
Oh, it's great. Boating and fishing and...
Frogs.
Oh, I like frogs. But only as an appetizer, never as a main course.
You know, Teddy, you really should be using the boys' vacation time for a more educational experience.
But we always go to Shadow Lake. It's kind of a family tradition.
You could skip a year. It wouldn't make any difference to the frogs. Oh, I know a trip the boys would love. A tour of Southern Authors' Homes.
Southern Authors' Homes?
It's like Faulkner, Fitzgerald, Tennessee Williams.
Oh, Dad, can we? I've never been to Tennessee before.
Sounds great to me, Dad.
That does seem like an interesting choice. But I think the boys have their hearts set on Shadow Lake.
But I want to see where Uncle Remus lives.
We're not going to any authors' homes. We're going to Shadow Lake.
Now, Teddy, the boys and I agree. You'll see it'll be wonderful. You know, I understand that they have just completely restored William Faulkner's mother's sewing room.
Oh, wow.
Violet, may I speak to you alone?
Now, Teddy, I know what you're thinking. It's going to cost more money. But just think how much fun the boys will have bragging about this trip to their friends. Don't worry, boys. Father just needs a little persuading.
Boy, the way your mother cooks, she must have stock in the salt mine.
Violet, I didn't come out here to discuss my mother's cooking. Let's get one thing straight. Where I take my family on our vacation should be my decision.
I agree. And as time goes by, you can make all the decisions. When I feel I can trust you.
Don't get aggressive with me, Violet Rutherford.
I'm sick of you telling me where I can go, what I should eat, what I should wear.
Don't exaggerate. I'd never have you wear those shoes with that outfit.
Why did you ever go out with me if I didn't measure up to your standards?
It's a good question. But I see so much potential in you. I mean, if you don't appreciate my helpful suggestions, why do you go out with me?
Well, I guess it's because you're so convenient. Well, I mean, I wanted a date. I was a little shy in that department. All of a sudden, you moved back in, and I had a built-in relationship.
Is that what I am? Convenient? A built-in relationship? Nothing more than a Friday night TV dinner?
Don't get huffy. I know why you came back. And you've been using me as much as I've been using you.
More.
You know, after you moved away, I often wondered what it'd be like to see you again. How we'd feel about one another.
It was nice. For a while.
Yes, it was.
Thank your mother for dinner.
I will.
Goodbye, Teddy.
It's too bad we're just not cut out for one another. I should have learned my lesson at the prom.
Did we go to the prom?
Violet remembered a previous engagement.
Hopefully it's not opening a charm school.
I, for one, can't wait to see her again.
She won't be back.
Shadow Lake, here we come.
I guess you guys are trying to prove a point, huh?
What makes you think that, Dad?
Oh, little things. Like your sudden interest in the literature of the South.
Beaver, I hope you're not too upset about how things turned out.
Actually, a lot of good came out of this. I got my feet back in the dating pool, and Violet did help me with one other thing, too.
What's that, Dad?
I have a much better wardrobe now. Think that was all.
Meet a 12-year-old whiz kid who's just made windmills more efficient. Find out why birds sing in the spring and why scientists are sounding them out. And get the facts on fires from people who set them. On Wonderstruck, tomorrow night at 8:30 here on YTV.
A quintet on the new Leave It to Beaver.
When I count 3, I want all you brave Apaches to jump in the water. 1, 3.
She is going to learn to swim before the summer's over, and that's final. What's wrong with you anyway? Even a dog can swim.
Then why don't you get one?
Hard. I knew I should have taken home ec. Kip's the only one going to overnight camp. How come we have to sew name tags in Oliver and Kelly's clothing?
I think it's important that they feel that day camp is special, too.
Okay, so fine. Why don't we just build a campfire in the backyard and make them walk half a mile to go to the bathroom? Ouch! Mom, why can't we use the iron-on name tags like other families do?
Oh, I tried those once. They didn't last 5 years. Wish I could get rid of this summer cold.
June, look at this.
Oh, you do find Kelly the cutest bathing suits.
Yeah. Maybe this year she'll even wear it in the pool.
Mary Ellen, we've been over this 100 times. This year she's going to learn to swim, and that's final.
Now, honey, she has a right to be frightened. You were so anxious to have her swim that you let go of her in the pool when she was just a baby.
She was 13 months.
A baby. And now she's frightened to put her face in the water.
Okay, so maybe I made one little mistake. But this year, we're going to fix it finally.
So you're going to take the bull by the horns.
Absolutely.
He's promised her a Care Bears watch if she'll stick her head under the water.
Hey, what's wrong with a little incentive?
Or a little bribery, eh, Wally?
Hi, everybody. Well, Dad, I'm all finished.
Well, Kip, going to camp's made a man out of you already. I didn't even have to help you pack.
Oh, this isn't the stuff I'm taking. This is the stuff I want you to lock up so Oliver can't get his grubby paws on it.
Kip, you should have more faith in your brother.
Well, Grim, I've got plenty of faith in Oliver. I just don't trust him.
Come on, Kip, hurry up. You're going to miss your train.
Coming, Dad. Oh, I thought I'd bring my own pillow, just in case they don't have the fluffy kind.
Good idea. You know, they probably stuffed theirs with pine needles. I'm really going to miss you, son.
I miss you too, Dad. But don't expect me to say that when I call home, because there may be another kid standing nearby.
Oh, I understand. I wouldn't want any of your bunkmates to think you actually missed your family.
Thanks, Dad. Pass these out in a couple of days, will you?
What are they?
The letters from camp. Since Grandma gave me the pre-addressed envelopes, I figured I'd go ahead and write the letters.
I can't stand the suspense. Are you having a good time?
Yeah, I'm having a great time. Food's not so hot, though.
Nice try, but you write us when you get there. Come on, let's go. You're going to be late.
Bye, Kip. Have a good time. Yeah, I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you, too. You'll be okay.
All right, now, you guys wait right there for your bus.
Yeah, don't come back with a beer. Looks like it's just you and me this summer. Yeah. Day camp's gonna be great this year. As long as they don't pour too much chloroform into the pool. Yeah, you might be right. They did fire that guy who made us pinstripe his car for arts and crafts. This summer, I'm gonna swim all the way across the pool, underwater, and only breathe through my nose. I hope the new crafts guy will let us read lanterns, and I'll give everyone new keychains for Christmas presents. Kelly, I was scared to swim in first, too, but now I really love it. You can go underwater and scream all you want to, and no one will even yell at you or nothing. So, I can do that around the house whenever Mom and Dad play the James Brown record. Come on, Coach Andy's a real good teacher. Well, I don't know. Come on, Kelly. I'll help you. This is real important. You'll probably fall out of an airplane into the middle of the ocean someday.
Okay, kids, line up right here. Kelly, get in line. Come on, form up. Let's go. Hi, I'm your Coach Andy, and those of you that had me last year know that I have only one rule. That is, treat Coach Andy with respect, and he'll treat you the same way.
What about the rule against spitting in the pool?
As I was saying, I only have 2 rules. Now, does anyone know why we call our tribe the Apaches?
Oh, because our parents found out what our name last year really means?
Because we're strong and we're brave. We don't speak out of turn, or else we spend the swimming period picking dead bugs out of the pool filter.
Yes, Chief Coach Andy.
Now, this year, the pool isn't heated because some of our parents voted for cutbacks in the park budget. But all bitterness aside, we are here to hone our swimming skills because it's healthy, it's fun, and one day you may fall out of a jet plane into the ocean.
Told you.
Okay, campers, up here next to this, we're going to have a little warm-up before we start the lesson. Stand there next to your buddy with your toes over the edge. Geronimo! Okay. When I count 3, I want all you brave Apaches to jump in the water. Why don't you swim? Ah! Yeah, that's it. Go around. Okay, that's great. Great. All right, Apaches. Stop, buddy up, buddy up. Everybody buddy up.
Okay, honey, I want you to tell me everything you learned today.
Well, I'd like to, Dad. But Apache's got to honor their code of silence. At least until Parents' Day.
Well, I can respect that. But the important thing is you're learning how to swim. And, I want to give you that watch I promised you.
Don't you think you should wait until I'm swimming laps or something?
No, I said I would give it to you as soon as you put your head underwater. A deal is a deal.
Thanks, Dad. Mom. I'll go upstairs now.
Oh, you better put some conditioner on your hair, sweetie. It's starting to get all bleached out from all that chlorine.
Dad, you better take the watch back.
What's the matter? Did you want a digital?
No, Dad. I don't deserve it because I haven't been swimming. I've just been dunking my suit before I come home.
But, honey, you told us that you were learning.
Well, I watched the other kids. That's sort of learning.
Now, you know that's not what I meant. Kelly, why did you make us believe that you were swimming?
Because that's what you wanted to believe. Honey, I told you we shouldn't have pushed. Now look what's happened.
I'm not pushing, Mary Ellen. She doesn't need to be pushed. She's a born athlete. Just must have a bad teacher, that's all. I tell you what, tomorrow before camp, I am going to give you a swimming lesson myself. No, I wouldn't let anything happen to you.
Hi, Dad.
Well, how about that? They still have the trophy for the 100-meter freestyle. See, there's my name.
That's nice.
But by the end of summer, you're going to want to take one of these home with you.
Maybe we should take one home now, Dad. No one's looking.
Listen, honey, when we get in the water, I want you to remember two things. One, I'll never let you go. And two, people don't sink. They float.
Well, if I remember the first, I won't have to worry about the second.
Good point. Well, okay, honey, let's take this one step at a time. First, we'll just get used to the water, okay? Oh, this really is cold. No, I'm sorry I voted for those budget cuts. Well, when I was on the college swim team, we used to swim when it was 30 degrees outside.
Didn't you have an indoor pool?
Yeah, well, sometimes they forgot to shut the door. Okay, everybody into the pool.
Hold me.
Danny, okay, I've got you. There. That wasn't so bad, was it?
No, let's go out now.
Now, wait a second. Not yet, honey. You're about to learn the secret of swimming. Here we go. Just lay out flat like that. Yeah, that's a girl. Well, you're almost halfway there.
I am, aren't I?
Yeah. Here you go. Let's try it like this. Hey, this is fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's even better than making lanyards.
Yeah, you just needed a better coach, that's all. Let's see you kick a little bit. That's it. That's a girl. That's my big girl.
Gee, Dad, I'm doing okay.
Well, of course you're doing okay. You're my daughter, aren't you? Now, all you've got to do is learn one more thing, and you've got it. Okay? Take a big breath, stick your face under the water, and then breathe out.
But I don't want to.
Come on, honey. Come on, it's real easy.
Forget it. I'm not sticking my head under the water. Please.
Honey, listen, you wash your face, don't you?
Yeah, but I don't stick my head in the sink.
At least try it, honey. Please?
Forget it. Let me go. No, I take that back. Just get me out of here.
Honey, what's wrong with you anyway? Even a dog can swim.
Then why don't you get one?
Kelly, honey, would you please pass the whipped cream? Thanks.
Kelly, you're going to have to talk to your father sooner or later. Now, it may as well be sooner.
Okay. May I be excused?
Okay. But not before we talk about what happened at the pool today.
I don't want to talk about it, because if I do, you just start yelling again.
Who's yelling?
What is it? Hi, Wally. Hi, Mary Ellen. Well, Richard and I were just in the neighborhood, and we thought we'd drop by.
Well, of course you were in the neighborhood, Beaver. You live next door.
Well, Wally, that's great. I always encourage my patients to use humor to relieve tension.
Since when am I a patient, Dr. Rickover?
Well, to tell you the truth, Wally, I knew you were having a little problem with Kelly, and, well, Richard is a psychologist, and if he owned a tire store, you would buy your radials from him.
Well, I don't need any tires. And I don't need any help. I'll take care of this myself.
Just like you did at the pool this morning?
I didn't do anything at the pool this morning that any normal father wouldn't have done. You would call me a normal father, wouldn't you?
Normal's a relative term, Wally, and I'd hesitate to use it on someone who wasn't my patient.
A normal father wouldn't have tried to make his daughter swim after she said stop.
You're right. I should have started before she could say stop. That's the whole problem. I waited too long.
Well, maybe I should just deliver our next child underwater. That'll give him a head start.
Hey, great. That's okay with me.
Oh, fine.
Shouldn't you be taking notes?
Nah, I got the ball, Beav. Let him run with it.
Mary Ellen, I am not going to let you baby her any longer. She is going to learn to swim before the summer's over, and that's final. End of discussion.
Now. Say, Wally, why is it so important that Kelly learn how to swim?
Yeah, you planning on buying a houseboat or something?
I can't believe you guys. What idiot doesn't know how to swim?
I don't.
Well, that's different. You don't have an athletic background like I do.
Oh, well, how come I beat your high school record in the long jump?
You must have had a massive tailwind.
Why don't we go over to the track and settle this thing right now?
You wait right here. I'm going to go get my track shoes.
I'll get the tape measure.
Ollie, look at you. You're one of the most sensible guys I know, but you're ready to go out and defend a 20-year-old track record.
You're darn right. What's wrong with that?
You're a grown man. You've already lived that part of your life. You can't live it again through your daughter.
I'm not.
Well, I'm afraid you are. You're putting her under so much pressure, she's afraid she's never going to live up to your expectations.
Well, so what do you want me to do? Go up there and tell her I don't care if she ever learns how to swim?
Well, that might be a start. At least then she can get a handle on what she's really afraid of. Well, but whatever you decide, you two guys have done a pretty good job so far. Heck, you haven't messed her up half as much as most of the kids I see.
I'll take that as a compliment.
My pleasure. Come on, Beav. Let's go shoot some hoops.
Hey, that'd be great. But first, I want you to read Kip's letters from camp and tell me if he's really having a good time.
Boy, the nerve of that guy coming into my house and saying those things.
Oh, come on, honey. You've got to admit, Richard made some valid points.
Hey, whose side are you on, anyway?
I'm not on anybody's side. I just don't think you're being honest with yourself. Now, there must have been something you've been afraid of.
Yeah. I guess I just chose to forget it.
Where are you going?
Upstairs. To tell Kelly what everybody else seems to know. I haven't been the most understanding father in the world. You didn't have to rub it in about my long jump record. Kelly, honey, can I come in?
Okay, but just don't expect me to talk a whole bunch.
Mind if I join you? What you building here?
My dream mansion. There's the stables, here's the house, there's the tennis courts, and here's the Ferris wheel.
No, pool, huh?
No, just a trough for the horses.
Listen, honey, I want to explain something to you about this whole swimming thing.
I know, Dad, if I ever fall out of an airplane over the ocean, I'm shark lunch.
No, not that. You see, I guess I wanted you to learn how to swim so badly. I forgot what it was like to be afraid of something. You see, when I was about your age, I was afraid to roller skate.
Oh, Dad, that's silly. Everybody roller skates.
That's what I thought, right up until the moment that I woke up in the hospital with a broken arm.
Wow, did people sign your cast and everything?
They sure did. But then I had to paint over it when my dad found out what Eddie Haskell put down. See, he drew this picture that had a... Well, anyway, even after it healed, boy, I wasn't going to get back on those roller skates for anything.
Just because you fell that one time?
Yeah, well, mostly because I was afraid.
I know how you felt.
But I'd forgotten. See, Kelly, parents have so many expectations for their kids. And they think when they're pushing them, well, they're doing it in their kid's best interest. I'm afraid I was doing it in my best interest. Otherwise, I would have seen how scared you really were.
Dad, I'm sorry I'm afraid to swim.
Don't be, honey. It's okay to be afraid. And if you want to swim one day, hey, that's great. And if not, well, that's your decision.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, honey, here. I think you should keep this. You deserve it, no matter what.
Dad?
Yeah?
Don't you think I'm a little big for a Care Bears watch?
Why didn't you tell me before I got it for you?
I didn't want to hurt your feelings, because I never thought I'd get it.
Well, that's okay. I'll take it back and get a Mr. T watch.
I'll take the Care Bears.
Okay, here we go. Come on, kick. Put your weight more on the board. Put your weight on the board. Lean forward, Kimberly. Come on, lean forward. That's it. Perfect.
Cool,
More weight on the
Sandy.
board.
Do you think I could ride one of those kickboards, too?
Sure, Kelly. I'll be happy to help. Okay, you three go on over there. Go on, Kimberly. Kick over there. Grab a board. Come on down. Keep your weight on the board. That's it. Okay. Keep your elbows like that. That's great. Okay. That's good. Wonderful. That's it. Okay, now kick. Kick. Lower your face a little bit. You gotta try to keep that face in the water. Relax. Relax your shoulders. Come on. Come on. Kick. It's okay. You gotta kick at the same time. That's it. Oh, that's good. You did great.
Take care of yourself and your family with a show that puts parenting in perspective. Join Debbie Van Kiekebelt tonight at 9:30 for Positive Parenting, only on YTV.
Give it to Beaver.
A bunch of old comic books.
I've been authorized to pay $3,000.
All right.
You didn't throw all those comics in the trash, did you?
Just like a museum up here. Yeah. Except there's no guy with a gun making sure you don't touch nothing. I bet we both could find something really neat to wear to Grandma's Halloween party. I already got my costume. Me and Duffy are going as Brain Boy. Oh, wow. Ooh. Boy, grown-ups sure are weird. They hang all their junk in the living room, and they stash all the neat stuff up here. Hey, look. I never knew Grandpa was ever this young. Do you remember Grandpa at all? Just a little bit. How about you? Some. Mostly that it was real nice and had kind of big ears. When I grow up, I want to be just like him. Well, you're already doing pretty good in the ear department. Hey, cut it out! Stop! Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Ollie, check this out. Gee, Kelly, you look just like Uncle Wally's secretary. This sure is lots of fun up here. We gotta come up here and play more often. No way. Smells like Aunt Martha when you have to kiss her and forget to hold your breath. Wow! What's in there? A bunch of old comic books. They must have been Dad's or Uncle Wally's. Well, they're ours now. Grandma and Uncle Beaver said we could have anything we found up here. Bet you we could get a buck apiece from Freddie Haskell. He collects old comics. A buck apiece? Great. We'll split the profits 50-50. Forget it. I want half. All right.
Hey, come on, Eddie. What was this big surprise you were going to show us?
Yeah, we've been here for half an hour, and all we've done is watch the Munsters. Hey, you gotta admit, it was a good one.
It wasn't as good as the one with the Dodgers signed Herman.
Okay, look. The reason I invited you over is, well, you guys mean more to me than anybody in the world. Yeah, I tell that to my family, too, but I don't mean it. I wanted you guys to be with me for this very special moment, which begins right now. Hi, I'm Edward Haskell, president of Haskell Construction Company. And I'm standing on my father's grave to prove a point. The point is, you just can't find a better construction company to build that extra room you've always dreamed of. Be it a rec room, a family room, or just someplace to stash your wife's relatives. And I swear on my father's grave that we'll build it for you better, cheaper, and faster than any of our competition. Because at Haskell Construction Company, we don't just build houses, we build homes. So, guys, what do you think? I know my hair could have looked a little better, but the honesty garbage really plays, doesn't it?
It's one thing to misrepresent your product. Everybody does that.
But, Eddie, your father's still alive. Yeah, I know, but there's nothing I can do about that. And what poor timing, son. You just missed my commercial.
Hopefully Grandpa did, too.
Yeah, he can take a joke. You ever see his second wife?
Mr. Beaver, if perchance you're headed back to the family compound, I'm in need of a ride.
Wait. You can't leave now. It's on Channel 62 in Spanish.
Hola, yo soy Eduardo Haskell, el presidente de la compañía Haskell de Construcción. Aquí estoy en la tumba.
Well, not bad. Okay. Pretty good.
So, do you want him or not, Betty?
And remember, I'm here to make sure you don't rip them off.
We cut him in for 5%.
Well, these books aren't in the worst condition I've ever seen. Tell you what, I'm in a good mood. I'll give you $3.50 for the whole lot. Freddie, I knew I couldn't put one over on you, Kip. All right, $6. But don't tell everyone I let you walk all over me like this.
Deal. Wait a minute. Something smells here. I bet we could get more from that comic book store in Bellport. Wait a minute, Kelly. We had a deal.
Yeah.
Give them back. Make me. All right? No, they're mine. No, I know.
You'll destroy it. Freddie, why do I have the distinct feeling that those comic books are worth more than $1? Well, these are rubbish. But this is Fantastic Four #1. The single most valuable comic book of the entire Silver Age. Just how valuable?
Wow. Mom, when do you think you have time to take me to get some riding boots?
Riding boots. Wally, did you hear that? Riding boots.
Don't tell me. You just can't live without them because all the other kids are wearing them, right?
No, just the kids with horses.
Really? Last time I checked, you didn't have a horse.
Well, if I had the boots and one happened to follow me home in, say, a week, then I wouldn't have to wait to ride it.
Mom, I'm up in the boys' room.
Hi, Mom.
Hi. You can help me turn the mattresses.
Mom, can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Is it natural for a little girl to suddenly become obsessed with horses?
Oh, please, Wally. When I was young, I used to draw horses. I had a collection of ceramic horses. And every morning I'd run out and give a lump of sugar to the horse that used to draw the milk wagon.
Well, that would be fine. But Kelly's out shopping for saddles. Sometimes I think it would be better if she just started getting interested in boys.
She is. Just be thankful she isn't interested in comic books. They're all over the place. It's all Oliver thinks about. Good mind to throw them all in the trash.
Mom, it didn't do any good when you threw Beaver's comic books away. Come to think of it, he's never really gotten over it.
Very funny, Wally.
Well, if you don't have any more mattresses for me to turn, I'll run home to my wife and Dale Evans.
Wally? You know I saw the strangest thing today on television.
Oh, don't worry about it, Mom. Eddie Haskell's dad's just fine.
One day he's gonna thank me for this. Oh, aren't you too adorable?
And you say you can't find any cute maternity clothes.
The icing off the cupcakes. It's all right. I only like the cake part. What a thing. Hey, Oliver, did you get any mail today? Anyone answer our ad? Nah, all I got was my new boy's life.
Oh, that JJ. Just like her mother.
Cider?
Aren't you a little early this year, Santa?
Don't give me the business, Lumpy. By the time I got to the costume shop, all they had left was this and Rosemary's Baby.
Oh, you look cute.
Thank you. I'm Kirk Newhouse. I'm here to see Mr. Cleaver on some rather pressing business.
Oh, well, won't you come in?
Thank you.
Theodore, this is Mr. Newhouse.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Oh, don't be silly. We do this every Thursday.
What can I do for you, Mr. Newhouse?
Why don't you ask him if he's been a good boy this year?
I'm here to answer the ad about the comic book.
Comic book?
Oh, you want that, Mr. Cleaver.
Which head should I talk to?
Mine. Why don't we just go upstairs and talk about this in my office?
Excuse me, Mr. Newhouse, but what kind of business could you possibly have with people in grammar school?
I represent a consortium of credit dentists in Minneapolis who purchase comic books as a investment, and they've sent me here to buy the comic you advertised.
Well, who advertised?
Fuck. Fantastic Four #1. We found it in the attic, and, well, you said we could have anything we like, and we really like this.
So you just happened to forget to tell us about it.
Oh, we didn't forget. Freddie said if we tipped you off, he wouldn't let us keep the money.
Freddie?
I'd have the child's hearing tested. What I said was you never let them swim after eating.
Kelly, how could you have done that?
What's going on?
Listen. You people work this out amongst yourselves. But if this comic is in mint condition as advertised, I've been authorized to pay $3,000.
All right.
$3,000?
For a 10-cent comic?
And I waste my money on tax-free bonds?
Just don't stand there, Oliver. Where's the comic book?
Don't worry, Dad. I kept it real safe under my mattress.
Wait a minute here. It's not there.
Well, sure it is, Grandma.
No, you see, yesterday
Mom, you didn't throw all those comics in the trash, did you?
No. I took them to the recycling center.
And only give each trick-or-treater one piece of candy.
look. It's got to be here someplace. Let's split up and find it.
She was going to be all white.
Real original.
And I was going to take my whole class to Disneyland for my first day. Even Dog Breath Atkins? Yeah, even her.
Hi, kids. I know how disappointed y'all must be.
And I was counting on a big haul of candy tonight.
Stubby, could you just make believe you're not here?
Oh, I do that real good. I've been on business trips with my dad.
Kid, I know I should have had more respect for your property.
Don't worry, Grandma. I tried being mad at you for a few minutes, but I couldn't go through with it.
I had no idea a comic book could be so valuable.
But, Grandma, every comic book is valuable, because once the guy reads it, he gets to be someone else for a while. Sort of like Halloween.
Well, I guess I never looked at it like that. It's still Halloween, and I'll bet if you try real hard, you could still have a good time. Come on, let's get everybody and go home.
I thought we could play it, Grandma. I tried so hard. Wally!
Come on, kid.
Hey, Beaver, can you drop me off first? I want to get home before the neighborhood kids start egging my house.
Kelly, you ever wonder how you lost your mulberry bush doll? Wow. Well, everything seems to be in order here, except that the check should be made out to my brother and me, who will act as custodians. All right?
It's not fair. How come we can't be the janitors of our own money?
Kids, we've been through this before. The money is going into a savings account to earn interest.
And then when you need it for something important like college, it'll be there.
This is a wonderful thing for you guys.
Horse is a wonderful thing, too.
Okay, Beav. All you gotta do is sign right here.
Wally, this is the sensible thing to do, right?
Right.
Maybe this one time we shouldn't do the sensible thing.
All right, I'm back in the saddle again. Yeah.
Beaver, I thought this was settled. The money's going into a bank. One day the kids will be grateful.
Like I was supposed to be when Dad made me sell the car that I won? Put the money in a savings account? Do you know what it's like to take a girl to the drive-in on a bicycle and then try to impress her with your bank statement?
Beaver, I never knew that bothered you so much.
Come on, Mom, tell him, will you?
Well,
Maybe your brother's right. After all, it is their comic. They ought to be able to do what they want with it.
Listen, I have 15 anxious dentists who are waiting for my phone call now. Do we have a deal or not?
It's up to them.
Excuse us. We've made a decision. Thanks for your offer, Mr. Newhouse. But if you don't mind, we're gonna keep it.
Now, you're sure this is what you want?
Yeah, and we figured we'd have a lot more fun owning that comic book than a bunch of dentists would.
Thursday. Where's the fun in playing piano when it's just practice, practice, practice? It's mayhem in Mayfield on the new Leave It to Beaver. Now, a masked defender tips the scales of justice in favor of the people. Zorro, next on YTV.
Fun today on the new Leave It to Beaver.
This is Arthur, a python, my first and favorite snake. He eats cats.
It might be best if I put him to sleep.
Never. I want a second opinion.
I know a joint garage sale was my idea, but do you really think anybody will buy all this junk?
Well, not if you call it junk. These are collectibles.
I really think we ought to talk about this garage sale again. A lot of this stuff is irreplaceable.
Come on, Beaver, you just don't want to part with your Red River Sam book.
But, Wally, I was with Red River Sam when he crossed the Pecos. I fought side by side with him as he cleaned up Yuma City. I cried when he went to the Senate. How can you put a price on that?
Hey, look at this.
Hey! Get your hands off my monkey.
This isn't going to be easy.
Well, Dad, here's the stuff we don't want.
Kip, that's your math book.
How did that get in there?
Dad, I need to run to the library so I can get my snake report done.
Why go through all that? Freddie Haskell's an expert on snakes. Why don't you go pick his brain?
The last time I asked him for help, he'd only do it if I put an apple on my head so he could practice with his crossbow.
Well, you're safe. His grandmother does that.
But he does know a lot about snakes.
If you want my assistance, these are my conditions.
Here they come.
First, you have to clean out the snake cages for life.
How long do they live?
Not their life, stupid. Your life. Second, from now on, whenever I insult you, I'd like you to say, thank you, sir. Okay, pea-brain?
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Hi, boys. Freddie, I'm going shopping. Can I pick up anything for you?
Yeah, get some apples. Grandma's coming over Sunday.
Freddie, Grandma's on her feet all day at the car wash. She comes here to rest.
Okay, Mom. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Unlocking the door to the study of snakes, otherwise known as herpetology. Use that in your topic sentence.
What's a topic sentence?
Never mind. I wouldn't want to clutter your puny cranium.
Was that an insult?
Definitely.
Thank you, sir.
Well, snakes are lizards modified for eating larger prey. This is a king snake. Her name is Mrs. Jackson, after my history teacher.
Is Mrs. Jackson poisonous?
Well, I can only vouch for the snake. Now, most people, like my father, are scared senseless of snakes. I mean, in actuality, they are gentle, loyal, and make great pets. This is Arthur, a python, my first and favorite snake. Hey, what's the matter, little fella? You're not sick, are you?
Maybe he's just faking so he doesn't have to take a test.
No, he's really sick.
How can you tell?
Yesterday's lunch is still alive. It's never happened before. We better get him to the vet.
I gotta go home, Freddie. This is gonna take too long.
I can fix that. My, what a lovely cat you have.
Oh, thank you. This is Pasha, descended from a long line of Persian royalty.
Oh, well, this is Arthur. He eats cats. That's my boy.
Mister, what's in that box?
You don't name these.
There's no holes. How does it breathe?
I don't know.
Everything will be just fine.
I told you never to bring that thing in here again.
Hello, Freddie.
Good afternoon, Dr. Maxwell.
Boy, are you the lucky one. You know, whenever you come in here, this place is empty.
A coincidence, I assure you. I'm here today because I'm worried about Arthur.
Oh? What seems to be the matter?
Well, he's not eating, and his eyes don't have the usual twinkle.
Not eating, huh? I think I know what's wrong.
I'm so glad, sir.
Freddie, you remember the last time you brought Arthur in for his checkup? And I told you then, he was getting very old.
Well, so's my Uncle Roy, but he still eats like a horse.
Freddie, there's only one reason a snake stops eating. And I think to avoid further suffering, it might be best if I put him to sleep.
Good idea. I always feel a lot better after I have a good night's sleep.
He doesn't mean that kind of sleep. He wants to kill him, you blockhead.
Thank you.
Freddie, it's best not to drag this out.
Never. I want a second opinion. I want a specialist.
Well, if you change your mind, I'll be here.
Thanks. It's comforting to know that the snake killer is just a phone call away. I've tried everything. Vitamins, hormones. I even put him near the TV when that faith healer came on.
He doesn't seem to be getting any better.
Oh, there's one last hope. Laugh therapy. I found this book in the library. This guy says that laughing cured him.
How do you know Arthur has a sense of humor?
Oh, he loves a good joke as much as the next reptile. Hey, Arthur, a priest, a rabbi, and a snake walk into a bar. The rabbi turns to the snake and says,
Freddy, you got 2 seconds to lock up those slimy serpents.
You've never gotten over that time you put a rattler in his lunchbox.
it was a fake.
I know, but even the paramedics couldn't convince him.
Make sure none of their lunch is roaming around either.
You can come in now.
Frederick, I'm very disappointed in you. You didn't do your chores today.
I'm sorry, sir.
You didn't take out the garbage or pay my bills, and I told you to fire my secretary. She showed up at work again today.
Please accept my apologies, sir. I've been terribly busy with Arthur. The vet says he's going to die.
Oh, that reminds me, Kurt. Why don't you call the hospital and find out how your rich old lad is doing?
Sorry. She went home today.
The whole bird.
Don't worry, Arthur. I'm not going to listen to the vet.
Look, son, that vet knows his stuff. Didn't he help you get over the chicken pox?
I'm not going to let Arthur die. He's my friend.
You won't be losing a friend. You'll be together forever. You'll make a nice belt.
He's going to get better. I know it. I'm going to help him. I don't care if I have to spend every second with him.
Well, I care. You're not going to spend all day locked up with a bunch of vipers. You'll have plenty of time for that when you take over the business.
Sir.
Look, son, there comes a time when you have to put away childish things. Be a man. Now, tonight, we'll take your allowance, call my bookie, and place a bet. We'll split the winnings.
You don't understand, sir. Arthur...
Enough lip already. Tomorrow morning, you take him to the vet. Right after you fire my secretary.
What do you say?
Sure. We'll take care of him.
You will? You'll do it for me?
No, we'll do it for the snake.
You gotta make sure that no adults find out about this. They'll tell my dad. Grown-ups have a way of sticking together like nuns on a bus.
Freddie, you leaving so soon?
Why, yes, Mrs. Cleaver.
Anything wrong?
Sorry, I was a little preoccupied. That's a lovely outfit you're wearing.
That's much better.
May I come in? I want to go through your clothes for the garage sale.
No! I mean, could you come back later? We'd like a few last moments alone with our clothes first.
Okay. I'll be down in the garage. You let me know when you're emotionally ready to make the break.
We gotta get Arthur out of here. Fast.
Hey, wait a minute. Where are you going with that? Did your grandmother tell you to get my favorite rug for that garage sale?
Oh, no, Dad.
You don't have to make excuses. I know what's going on here. Look, guys, I want you to take this rug and put it someplace nobody's going to find it until this garage sale nonsense blows over.
We won't let you down, Dad.
Thank you, guys. You know, you're good kids. Hey, why don't you take some money and go buy some ice cream or something? Thanks.
Kids, open up. What are we going to do?
Quick, we gotta hide him. Kelly, I know you're in there. I hear voices.
Hi, Mom. Can I do something for you?
Oh, as a matter of fact, you can. You can let me know what toys you've decided to sell at the garage sale.
Oh, sure. You can have all the educational toys.
Kelly, open the door this minute.
Okay.
Oh. Hi.
And you can take all the toys that say ages
3 through 8. I'm 9 now. Now don't get too attached to that closet, because tomorrow you're going back to Kelly's.
I'll never smile again until I smile at you. I'll never smile. What good would it do? What good would it do? One shoe, one jacket.
And as for you, young man, this might be a good time to find out if your brother's military school gives family discounts. And if you like, I have a few suggestions as to what you can do to punish your kids.
That's okay, Eddie. We find our methods very effective.
Sure. Give them some more milk and cookies. That'll show them who's boss.
I feel awful about this, Mrs. Cleaver. I'm sorry you and Arthur couldn't have met under more favorable circumstances.
There's no need to apologize, Freddie. Just get that thing out of my house.
Certainly.
It's in the break front of the dining room.
That's a strange place to put him.
I didn't put him there.
A whole evening wasted on that stupid snake. And I was going to buy a new suit tonight. By now, the back of that guy's van is probably cleaned out.
Freddie, are you all right? Yeah, but I fear that Arthur has taken a turn for the worse. Oh, he does look bad.
Okay, Gert. Drive him over to the vet.
No, you can't. There's still hope. New strides are being made in medicine every day. I've heard of a clinic in Mexico that's doing wonderful things.
He's going to the vet.
No, he's not.
Look, calm down, son. It's no big deal. Do I look upset?
Oh, Eddie, can't you be a human being for once in your life?
Okay. Look, son. For everything, there is a season. And a time for every purpose under heaven. A time to laugh and a time to cry. A time to live and a time to die. Turn. You feel better?
No.
All right, I tried. Come on, let's go.
No! You're never going to get your hands on him.
Hey, what's for dinner?
Whatever you want to make.
Freddie, unlock the door. Come on out and we'll talk.
I'll talk, Mom, but I'm not coming out. I don't care what you do to me.
Oh, Eddie, I'm worried about him. He's upset.
It's your fault. You've always coddled him. Every time he cried that first day you brought him home from the hospital, you ran in to see what was the matter.
Don't you have any feelings? He really loves that Arthur.
It's just a stupid snake. Not like somebody that means a lot to us, like your Uncle Larry.
That's Uncle Harry.
Larry, Harry, what's the difference? I'm trying to make a point.
So am I.
Come on, Arthur. You've got to eat. If you don't, you just got to eat.
Freddie, dear, let me in. Your dad's gone.
Here's some. Have some.
No, thanks. I'm too upset to eat. Arthur's breathing is labored.
Don't you think maybe we should take him to the vet?
No, never. Maybe I can make him better. That's why I have to stay out here.
Well, how about school?
I don't care about school. Arthur needs me.
Tell you what. You go to school, and I promise to come out here every hour and check up on him.
What if Dad comes home?
Oh, I can handle him. Worst comes to worst, I'll just tell him my father's out here.
Hi, Mom, I'm home. I'm going to go out and see
Freddie,
Arthur.
wait.
But I want to go out and see how Arthur is.
Good afternoon, son. My, that's a handsome shirt you're wearing.
What are you doing home, sir?
Well, thought you might like this.
A puppy! Wow! Why'd you give me a... Arthur!
Wait.
It's okay.
There, you see? I told you you'd be fine.
You did it! You killed him! You took him to the vet!
Didn't have to. Little rascal slithered through the pearly gates on his own.
It's true. I went and I checked on him all morning. Then around 2, I went out and he was gone. Your father and I felt that maybe the puppy would help.
He's a cute little fella. But sleeps outside, though.
I can't believe I'll never see Arthur again.
Look, honey, you did everything you could for him. And you always have your memories. No one can take those away.
Look at it this way. He had a long and happy life.
So what should we call the puppy?
I know you mean well, Mom, but nothing can take the place of Arthur. You really loved him, didn't you? He was my friend. He was always there for me no matter what. Sometimes when I'd have a really bad day, you know, the kind where the teacher keeps calling on you and you don't know the answers. And then you find out everyone but you got invited to the big party. No matter how bad the day was, I could come home and Arthur would be waiting for me. And he'd curl around me and make me feel better.
Good old Wolf.
Pardon?
A great dog. He'd run over to me and lick my face, and things just wouldn't seem so bad.
I didn't know you had a dog, sir.
He wasn't just a dog. He was my friend. Taught him to sit, heel, and bite on command. I could talk to him. He liked me all the time. Like most of the people I know. I love that dog.
It's okay. He's not really gone. You've always got your memories.
Kind of like you and Arthur, huh? I guess you'll miss him like I miss Wolf. Life stinks.
It's okay. Even though I loved him, I know a lot of people just thought he was a cold-blooded reptile.
A lot of people think that about your dad, but I still love him.
I'll tell you what. How about we give Arthur the best darn funeral your money can buy?
Arthur would like that.
We'll dig a nice long trench out by the rose bushes, and we'll bury him there.
That would be a fitting farewell.
And while we're at it, we'll put in that new sprinkler system.
Paul Hogan and Linda Kozlowski talk with Laurie Hibbert about their hip, almost heavenly new flick, Almost an Angel, tomorrow night at 6:30 on YTV's Rock and Talk.